Well, Navjot Singh Sidhu has withdrawn his resignation and he is going to continue as the Punjab Congress chief. Currently, Sidhu is in Chandigarh. Well, so that's the information coming in. But remember, Navjot Singh Sidhu has been in the eye of a storm for months now. First, over his rift with the former Chief Minister, Captain Amrinder Singh, and off late, in fact, recently, he also sparred with the current Chief Minister, Charanjit Singh. All throughout, he has been targeting the party and its functioning so far. The recent issue being the one of coffers, of the Congress coffers in Punjab. Sidhu has been vocal about all these issues. Let me go across to Gurpreet, joining us with more input. So, Gurpreet, Sidhu has taken up one issue after the another, and he's been extremely vocal on social media, on Twitter in particular, targeting his own party, whether it is about the power deals that he questioned at one point, and now more recently about whether the Punjab coffers of the Congress party is full or not. After all of this, Sidhu has decided to withdraw his resignation, so he is going to continue. What are the inputs that you're getting on this development, Gurpreet?
All, it is very important to tell our viewers, look, the way he has withdrawn his resignation, that it's the total conditional withdrawn of resignation, because one side he says that he is going to withdraw his resignation and he will continue as a Congress chief. On the other hand, he says till the time AG, Advocate General, and DGP is not going to be changed, the day these both officers are going to be changed, he will join his office bag. So somewhere down the line, it seems that arm twisting by Navjot Singh Sidhu is going on for the party high command, because if had he taken his resignation back without any condition, then the things would have been different. But now, what we are picking up from the conference also, the way he has spoken against his own party again and again, and he has also targeted Charanjit Singh Channi by saying that 50 days have already been spent and already been gone. What the government, the new government, has done in the sacrilege cases or drug mafia. So somewhere down the line, it seems that he's trying to put a question mark over the functioning of Charanjit Singh Channi. At the same time, multiple issues have been raised against the government, and he had also expressed the failure of the government during the former Chief Minister regime, Captain Amrinder Singh, saying that 4.5 years he hasn't done anything, and that's why he has been replaced. But now even he has shown his dissatisfaction over this issue. The way he says that the Chennai government, they are supposed to pursue these cases, and justice should be delivered to the people in sacrileges as well as in drug mafia case, but nothing has
Okay.
been done. So
Yes.
somewhere down the line, it's the way, if we can see overall the press conference, it is very clear message to the party high command that he has withdrawn his resignation, but the conditions are still
But does he
implicated.
have that kind
Conditions
of
are still there,
bargaining
because till the
power
time
with the
advocate.
party high command? That's the question. He has set these conditions, but then he has taken a step back and has decided to continue as the Congress chief. I have Mr. Raman Malik of the BJP joining us now on the phone line. Good evening, Mr. Raman Malik. The BJP has stakes in this as well, with Captain Amrinder Singh making it clear that he'll have his own party but will ally with the BJP. Congress, it seems, has managed to get its house together with Sidhu now back into the fold. What exactly are you reading into this situation at the moment, Mr. Malik?
Two things. Today being Govardhan Puja, I wish everybody a very happy Govardhan Puja. At the same time, it's a sad and bad day, because democracy is being killed today by the so-called farmers, but they're actually gundas in the garb of the farmer agitation. And they have captured for the last 6 hours, about 28 BJP leaders in near to Rohtak.
Yes, we know. We are going to do that story as well. We'll have you on that as well, Mr. Malik. Yes,
but,
on Sidhu,
the
please.
fact remains that when you talk about Sidhu and you talk about Congress, it has only shown that the party and the leadership which governs the party, or I should rather say the proprietary which owns this proprietary firm, the INC, does not have a spine, and they can lick the spits that are thrown on them. And why I say so is Because if this kind of thing had happened anywhere else, nobody would have taken that person back. But Sidhu being Sidhu and Rahul being Rahul, nothing can be expected about stand and morality and issue-based work from
Yes.
both of them. And if the case is that Captain Arvinder Singh was not performing, then why wait for 4.5 years? If the case is that Captain Arvinder Singh was able to bring back the Congress in power in Punjab on his own, and he made sure that none of the Gandhis are there in that election of 2017 and yet perform and deliver, that he made the government of Congress. Now, I want to understand, if you cannot respect an asset like that, then it only shows that you have some mental problem.
Okay.
In politics, you generally accept people with different mindset also. And for the issue of Sidhu, it can only be said this much, that only a comedian can understand another comedian, and Rahul and Sidhu understand each other too much.
Well, on that note, thank you, Mr. Raman Malik, for joining us. Of course, a lot of important issues being raised about why would a party take back Sidhu after all the kind of heckling and all the kind of confrontation, rather, that Sidhu had with other top leaders. But that's the BJP's perspective on the story. Thanks for joining us.